Now for Walmart, Walmart's also getting 4 figures first. Again, these are not actual store exclusives, but they are coming to the retailer. Walmart is also getting 4 figures first you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's jump right into it. And let's start off with a little bit of Transformer news. So just today, we got what looks like our first image of the upcoming Transformer Studio Series 86 Wreck-Gar figure. So this is specifically based on his appearance in the animated Transformers the movie, and I guess you could also say, season 3 of the original cartoon. Now this image comes via Kremzik Reviews. I assume, this all looks pretty legit to me, so it's not 100% confirmed, but it does look like this is a figure coming in the line at some point. And Hasbro is going to be holding a live stream event this coming Friday, so perhaps this is something that they will reveal during that. And that'll be taking place at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll have full coverage of that up on tformers.com. Okay, now let's jump over to some NECA toy news. So first of all, this weekend, NECA released official images for their upcoming American Werewolf in London, the Kessler Wolf. So we've seen some initial images for this figure, but now it is officially available for pre-order at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. It will have 2 different head sculpts, and the figure is listed with a November release date. Besides that, NECA also this weekend announced a number of products that are going to be coming to both Walmart and Target stores first. So they're technically not store exclusives, but they will be available starting pretty soon here, leading up to Father's Day, which is next month. And for Target, Target is going to be getting at first dibs on the McCready figure from the Thing movie. So we had seen some teaser images for this figure, so we've got this new image. But again, that is going to be coming to Target stores first, probably any day now. Same thing with the Back to the Future 2 Doc Brown, the future Doc Brown. So that one also is going to be making a first appearance at Target stores. Finally, for Target, there's going to be 2 different versions of King Kong that they're releasing, and I believe this one has already started to hit shelves now. Walmart is also getting 4 figures from NECA first, and for Walmart, you can expect both of the figures that they are doing for the Boys series, at least both of the ones that they've announced, Homelander and Starlight. So both of those figures, we've got some new updated images for those figures, and both of those are heading to Walmart first. Again, not specific release dates, but essentially for Father's Day, stores are kind of doing these Father's Day promotions. And so these figures, which again, some have actually, like the King Kong figure, have already started to see release, and these others I suspect will start seeing release very soon. Now, beyond that, for Walmart, we are also going to be getting Frankenstein's Monster. So that's another one that we've seen that is going to be coming to Walmart first. And then the final item is a role-play item. It's from the Batman animated series, and it's the Grapple Launcher. So eventually, all of these will be available everywhere, including our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. But if you want to try and get them early, I would just recommend you wait and get them at the small guy. But if you don't want to wait, then you'll have to start hitting up your local Walmarts and Targets. Okay, now for you WWE fans, we got some updated images from Mattel for several new waves of figures coming from the retailer. So first of all, we've got new images for Basic Series 121. So this series is going to include Roman Reigns, Bayley, Kane, Rey Mysterio, and then 2 versions of Apollo Crews, a chase version, and then a regular release version. Next up, we've got basic top picks for fall 2021. That is going to include figures of Drew McIntyre, The Fiend, John Cena, and The Rock. For an Elite 2-pack, look for the Rock and Sock Connection featuring The Rock and Mick Foley, and that set will include soft goods jackets for the 2. And then for additional 2-packs for the Champion Showdown Series number 5, we are going to be getting 2 packs of Mankind, again Mick Foley versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Big Boss Man versus the British Bulldog, and then the final set is Trish Stratus versus China. So those are pretty cool 2 packs, along with the Rock and Sock Connection, and all of these figures should be out later this year. Okay, now while we're on the subject of Mattel, let's jump over to Masters of the Universe. So we got several new reveals this weekend on that front. So last week, at the end of last week, I told you about the Masterverse reveals. We got a look at the cartoon as well as the actual toys, official images. So I'm not really going to go into details on that front. But we also, for the very first time, have gotten some images for the second Netflix series. You know, the Revelation series is being done by Kevin Smith, is more adult-oriented, whereas the second series coming to Netflix will be CGI, and that one, as I understand it, will be more geared towards the kids. So it's called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Now, I'm not entirely sure where these images, or specifically where these figures originated from. These images showed up on social media, so I don't know who or how somebody got these figures in hand. We really have not seen very much for the second series. We don't have any kind of release date or anything. We did briefly see some an image for Battle Cat and He-Man released a while ago through one of Mattel's stock market events, but we haven't really heard anything official. But these images here appear to be of 2 versions of He-Man. This one with the strange red armor, and then the second one kind of reminds me of a snake armor, like from the 2000X series. And I kind of like how they've done the symbol on his chest there, where it looks like it's 2 swords, and they're also forming the H. So that's kind of cool. And then the third figure that we're seeing here is Skeletor. So he's looking pretty menacing. Though again, like I said, I feel like these figures do have more of a kid's oriented flair to them. So I would not treat them in the same category as like the Masterverse stuff. Now jumping over to Masters of the Universe Origins, we definitely got a lot of Masters of the Universe stuff coming with Origins, Masterverse, and then the CGI series stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how well any of this stuff is actually stocked on store shelves. But with the Masters of the Universe Origin, so these images come via Pixel Dan. This weekend he did an interview with the folks on the Mattel brand team for Masters of the Universe, and I will put a link to that interview down below in the description if you want to check it out if you haven't already. But during that interview, they revealed or showed, we had known about these coming. They've been up for pre-order for some time, but they gave us our first looks at the figures that I guess are now being dubbed Wave 6. Wave 5 has got the Fisto and the Faker figure, along with the repaint of Evelyn. And this wave here it was originally called Wave 5, and the Fisto wave was Wave 6, but it looks like they've reversed it. So and the Faker wave, the wave with Faker and Evelyn and Fisto, those are starting to hit shelves now. Merman is the 4th figure in that series, but which is basically a reversion of the PowerCon exclusive they did last year. So with this wave has the Green Goddess, which is essentially a repaint of Teela in green, though she is an actual character, and that is actually how she appeared. Stinkor, so that's a cool one, and our first look at him. Webstore is another, one of Skeletor's henchmen, so we're getting another one for him. And then the 4th figure is another Beastman figure, and again, this is based on the Lords of Power box set that was similar to the that was done as a PowerCon exclusive. Now this one is changed up a bit, so it's not the exact same figure, but that's what it's based on, that Lords of Power version of Beastman. So this is essentially Wave 6. This wave is up for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store, and should be out later this year. Now besides that, they also gave us our first teases for Mosquitor. That's another one that we've seen pre-orders for. I'm not sure what wave he's going to appear in, but they didn't have promotional images for him, but they did show him on video. And he's going to have 2 different head sculpts, and he's also going to have the pumping feature like the original toy. And the other thing that's kind of cool, that's a new addition for the character, is they're giving him an effect piece where you can attach it to his little beak thing on his helmet there, and then have it attached to a figure so it looks like he's sucking blood out of one of his victims. So that's a pretty cool feature as well. Now, finally, they revealed what's going to be another Target exclusive. So you're probably still trying to find the current Target exclusive, the Rise of Evil 2-pack. If you're collecting this line, it's not been easy to find. Stores have only been getting like 2 or 3 per case at a time. So, like many of these store exclusives, they disappear quickly. And while the Targets will probably restock more down the road, it's a slow procedure. So you'll just have to wait and hopefully find it down the road if you haven't already. But there is another Target exclusive coming. They have not given a release date or anything, but it is of Battle Cat and He-Man. So it's a 2-pack featuring the two. So it is the Battle Armor, Battle Chest He-Man figure, which is now going to have vac metal, which is pretty cool. He's also going to have a power sword that is completed. He's going to come with Battle Cat, of course, which looks pretty much the same. Some paint variations, the metallic red on the armor pieces, which looks nice. And then also what's different about this is you get this display piece, which is features the 2 critters as well. And then like if you get the Wind Raider, which I talked about previously, it should match up with that display base as well, so you can start kind of creating the scene outside of Castle Grayskull. So that's kind of the idea behind it. So again, I don't know exactly how much that's going to cost, probably in the neighborhood of 40 or 50 bucks, I'm guessing. But they didn't say a price, and I don't know a release date. But that will be a Target store exclusive. Okay, now let's jump over to Marvel. And let's start off with Lego. And Lego, like Hasbro, is going to be doing some Infinity Saga sets. So first of all, we've got set number 76186, which is the Black Panther Dragon Flyer. That's going to contain 202 pieces and feature minifigures of Black Panther, Shuri, and the Chitauri Soldier. Then we're going to be getting set number 76189, which is listed as Captain America and Hydra Face Off. That's going to have 49 pieces. That's probably the smallest set that's revealed here. And that's going to have minifigures of Captain America and a Hydra agent. Then we have set number 76190, which is Iron Man Ironmonger Mayhem. That's got 479 pieces and features the Ironmonger armor, which is cool. So Hasbro's giving us that as well. Now this one's going to have 479 pieces and feature minifigures of Iron Man, Pepper Potts, and Obadiah Stane. It's not entirely clear if the Marvel Legend version will include a separate Stane figure or not, but definitely with the Lego version, you will get Stane as a separate figure. Then we've got set number 76192, which is the Avengers Endgame final battle scene. That contains 527 pieces and features figures of Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Ant-Man, a Chitauri Soldier, Thanos, which is a big figure. And then the final set, which I think is maybe just a reissue, is the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. I'm not entirely sure if that's a straight up reissue or not, but I do recall them doing the ship before in Lego. But that one's going to have 1,901 pieces and is going to feature minifigures of Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Thor, and Mantis, along with a Chitauri Soldier. So all of these sets will be out this summer. Now, besides that, they also just today announced that they are going to be doing one of their very large sets for Marvel, which will be based on Spider-Man's The Daily Bugle building, so the newspaper where J. Jonah Jameson works. So with this set, it's set number 76178, and it is going to include 25 different minifigures, and 5 of those figures will be new to the set. The set is going to be featuring, it's going to stand, it's said to stand about 32 inches high, and then this is going to contain 3,772 pieces. So it's a big one, and again, it's going to have a lot of minifigures, so you're going to get the likes of Dr. Octopus, Spider-Man, Venom, Miles Morales, Spider-Ham, Green Goblin, Peter Parker, Spider-Gwen, Mysterio, Sandman, Robbie Robertson, and also Daredevil is going to be included in the set. The 5 new figures are Black Cat, Daredevil, Punisher will be in this set as well, and the owner of the Daily Bugle himself, J. Jonah Jameson. And then also for some reason, Spider-Man's buggy is being included in the set as well, that you can, I guess, drive up the wall. So there you go. So this set again is coming from Lego. It's going to cost $300 and it should be available starting on June 1st. All right, now for action figures. So first of all, before we get into Marvel Legends, let's talk Marvel Select. So we've got a new Marvel Select Disney Store exclusive figure that apparently is coming. This figure showed up in Hong Kong via Nanala. I think I pronounced that correctly. If not, I do apologize. Now, just as a heads up, we'll give a nod to the Voice of Reason for discovering this online. But again, this was discovered in Hong Kong. It is a Disney Store exclusive, and it is a 2-pack featuring Loki, a version of Loki, as well as Kid Loki, so the child version of Loki. So this set has not yet started to hit it here in the United States, but it should. And again, it will be a Disney Store exclusive. It has not yet been officially announced by Diamond Select Toys, but that probably will be coming soon. And my guess is we'll probably see it available, at least online, within the next few weeks. Okay, and then finally for Marvel Legends, so we did get a new Marvel Legend reveal. We got the next figure in the Infinity Saga line, the next regular release. We did not get the third store exclusive release today, so I'm guessing that's probably going to come on Friday. But today we did get revealed the Marvel Legends Thor Ragnarok Surtur figure. So I told you about this one sometime back. And, you know, even if you caught the live stream yesterday, I told you it was likely going to be the reveal for today. And with it, this figure is said to stand 13 inches tall. So they have decided to go a more tall route for the character. Now, of course, that's still not in scale with how he appeared at the end of the movie. And while 13 inches, you know, my first thought was, well, maybe that's too tall for how he appeared in the beginning of the movie, but too short in how he appeared at the end. Hasbro's own Ryan Ting threw up this image on his social media, giving us a look in the package of the Surtur figure along with a regular 6-inch Firestar figure. So, you know, when I look at these two together, I'm not so sure. You know, Surtur, even at the beginning of the Thor movie, was bigger than a normal human being. So this actually might be in keeping with that scale of how he appeared at the beginning of the movie. It's hard to say. I'd have to go back and watch the movie. But it's not as tall looking next to a regular 6-inch figure than I was initially thinking when I saw the description. So he comes with the big sword. He's got multiple pairs of hands. You could probably take off his head and use it as a skull. You know, if you wanted to give it to Thor so he could carry it around on his back, you could probably do that. And looks like he's got translucent plastic and everything. So, you know, overall, I would say a pretty cool figure. Now, this figure is available for pre-order pretty much everywhere online. It's going to cost you about $50. So it's actually, I want to say it's coming in a little bit cheaper than initially had been listed, but I forget because I get it confused with the Ironmonger. But it is going to, you know, it's still a hefty price tag at about $50. And like I said, the figure is said to stand about 13 inches tall. So even if you're not into the movies, you might want to use this version for comics. I don't know if we'll ever get a comic book version of the character. So this might be the closest thing that we get. And as I said, this figure is available for pre-order now. Now, there are 2 more Infinity Saga figures yet to be revealed. There's one more regular release, which is the Ironmonger figure. That should be coming on Friday. And then we still have the 3rd store exclusive, which is looking more and more. It's not 100% confirmed. I think maybe the guys over at Fush were the first ones to discover this listing, but it is looking like that it is in fact going to be a Walmart exclusive as expected. Is going to be Captain America related, which is kind of expected. It seems like Walmart has a real thing for Captain America. However, it's not based on Endgame with like the broken shield. It is looking like it's going to be an updated version of the Infinity War Cap with the beard and such. So, you know, they didn't do a very good job on the original Infinity War Cap that they did. The likeness looked more like Dwight Stahl than it did Chris Evans. You didn't get, you know, very good, accurate looking shields and stuff. So I guess this is their chance to redo that one. So I expect Friday for that. It could come earlier, I suppose, but my guess is they'll wait until Friday, kind of like they did last Friday and revealed the 2 other store exclusives. So we'll have, if it comes out sooner, I'll be sure to let you guys know on Marvelous News. But if not, then I would expect that reveal and pre-order to go up along with the Ironmonger this coming Friday, probably around 1:00 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about in the comments section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Stay safe out there, guys. And until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.